Hi, good afternoon all. So here is our brand new second-hand John Deere D130 that we bought off Marketplace and picked it up this morning. There's still a little bit of toe out there, you know. Toe out, the wheels were pointing,
Pointing outside.
the wheels were pointing out, which
Yeah.
made it very difficult to steer, to drive around. It just skidded around, you see.
So
Normally you have it slightly in, for track for these you can probably just have it parallel, but on a car you have it slightly in called a toe in, which
yeah.
makes it easier to steer. Yeah, well, I adjusted the tie rod in here because it was already at maximum adjustment, like maximum shortness. There was no more adjustment, so what I did, I cut off about about 8 or 10 mil even of the tie rod end, and I also cut off the equivalent about 10 mil of the shaft because it was bottoming out
Yeah.
before. So it looks like it could still go maybe another couple of mils, but that is miles better than it was.
Yeah.
We'll leave it for now.
Okay. Huh?
A bit concerning.
You reckon you grind half inch there?
I need to take some off that.
Take some of that
Take quarter inch off that.
and then 1/4 inch there.
And I want to take about a quarter inch off that, so I could screw it on further.
Okay.
Just by doing it here, it's bottoming out down there, and that's what had happened before. It was bottomed out because the lock nut wasn't even there.
Okay.
Let's find out again. Yeah, what I've got to get. Is here. I still think this is too long,
Okay.
but I'll just try. Yeah, that was good. Now, it's got the maximum adjustment. And whoa. I've got a feeling I'll go a bit more.
Don't do that at home. Seek professional. Because that's so scary. And if that will
Look at
flick
that.
back.
Nuts, nuts. Beautiful. What other side? Yeah, I can go right up there. Unfortunately, I didn't do that very level. But anyway, I'll go right up there. How does he get pushed in?
Put down.
Huh?
Push it. I don't know how I did it. Something like that.
No. Yeah. That's the maximum. So that's all we can do.
Okay. Okay. That's a nylock.
That's the one. Was that a 17?
Okay.
What's it look like? Hey, both.
It's pointing inside.
It's a lot better than it was. So listen.
Hmm.
I took the guy at his word a lot. We knew a lot of people in common, and he pointed to the fact that he has it maintained by a local mechanic here, Redlish Mechanical. And it all seemed, I thought, oh, well, he's on the ball maintenance-wise and all that. So we picked it up this morning, and I never even took it for a drive, except we run it and run the deck and that. Brought it home, dropped it on the footpath, and went to drive it, mow along the footpath. Could hardly steer it, could hardly drive it. It had so much toe out, the wheels were out about an inch each off centre at the front of the wheel, which is significant. It was so visually obvious. Anyway, I persevered for about 10 or 15 minutes and mowed the bit of mowing I did to try it out. Mainly to try the deck out. It's a bit noisy, even though it's supposed to be a new deck 50 hours ago. It seems unbalanced, so I'll have to check the blades, see if there's any issue there. But anyway, we got on YouTube the last couple of hours over lunch, looked at a lot of YouTube bloggers for maintenance on these things. A lot of the stuff was irrelevant and didn't really touch on what I was after. But I got a few clues of a couple, and I came out here, and the tie rod end on the steering, there's only an adjustable one, a tie rod end on the left-hand side. The right hand is fixed. Some of the ones I see on the on YouTube, they were just no adjustment whatsoever. It's fixed length. And then some had adjustable on the right, some on the left, some had both. Ours is adjustable on the left, but whether that's original or not, I don't know. But I noticed that the lock nut wasn't tightened right up. I could move it back, but I couldn't shorten the rod anymore, which I needed to do to adjust the toe in. So, fortunately, I was able to get into position. I was able to take the rod end off and swing the rod out into the clear, and I took about 10 millimeters in length off each of the rod end and the rod, and just cleaned up the thread a bit and put it back on, and it's almost perfect. It'd probably go another couple of mils, but I just took it for a bit of a test drive around the yard. It is so steerable now. Before it was so difficult to steer. So I'm on a bit of a high. I'm not going to put it back on Marketplace tonight and sell it, which I was tempted to do. The machine essentially works all over. It's got a few more issues. Like I say, the deck's got a bit of vibration and an imbalance there perhaps somewhere. I don't know. It's 50 hours old, so they say, so the bearings there should be okay. The front wheel bearings and kingpins a little bit sloppy, and the beam axle pivot point is also very, very sloppy. Moves fore and aft and up and down, back and forth. And that also adjusts the, I don't know if you can see there, the movement. Can you see the movement down there, love, of the everything just by turning, you can see everything moves. That's just pinion gear and the rack, tractor gear, whatever they call it, seem in reasonable condition. They're not overly worn, so that's not really the issue. But anyway, we've got a mower that potentially mows. It's too bloody wet to get out the yard and get underneath and look at present, but I don't know what the blades are really like, but it does actually mow when you put the deck down. Design wise, I'm not wrapped in it. We have a model much older than this, but it's a slightly bigger model, of diesel, and that's really a delight to drive, but it's all hydraulic, and that's whereas these are a really cheapened version. And yeah, when I go to get off this bloody deck, it touches my hair, catches in my pocket, catches on my arse. The reversing pedal is not very ergonomic. It's probably get used to it, but it's not like I've been used to before. But we'll get used to that. But otherwise, the cruise control lever I found in here this morning, so it just looks like, I don't know what it looks like. Maybe there's something broken there. Obviously goes on here. There's a cruise control. Put your pedal down as far as you want to go. That's it in position just like in a car, and you can drive around at a constant speed. However, we won't put it on eBay. We'll wait till the weather finds up. Next time we've got a bit of mowing, we'll give it a bit of a try out.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that's my ravings and rantings for the day.
Right.
Let's go and have a rum and coke. We'll see. Ciao for now, babe. You got it.